everybody.
Welcome to our podcast.
My name's Darcy Emanuel.
My name's Aaron Emanuel.
And this is our podcast,
Saved. Super excited to holler at you guys at the end of the day.
Yes. We're excited to be back with you guys. Hopefully you listened to last week's podcast about belief levels, because we're going to get a little bit more into kind of where our belief level kind of started to skyrocket and how our belief level changed as we went through a challenge last year and as we're currently going through a challenge this year.
Again.
Yes.
And it's been good for us. We're talking about the 75 Hard Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really good.
Yes.
It's been really challenging.
It's been very tough.
But, that's what you expect. You're not going to get any results. You're not going to get anywhere that you want in life if you don't get a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah. If it's easy, then it's not going to be worth it at the end of the day.
Right. You won't feel good about yourself after you, finish it, because, those days, last week, and they've gotten difficult, and not because of exactly what maybe we're doing, but just kind of how things add up, going through your day, and it's hard sometimes.
It really is. The last time we did this, it was tough, and we kind of failed right off the bat. I think Aaron had a camp or something that he went out to, and he failed by not reading, I believe, right?
No, at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. He had Chick-fil-A, and I personally failed because I fell asleep on page 8, and it was supposed to be 10 pages, but this time around it's gone, I wouldn't say smoother. It's definitely more of a challenge because it's not during the summer, but there's not, any big significant events where we would normally, socially drink a little,
Right.
We've never really... in the past I've had issues with, drinking and drinking too much when I was young and dumb and, turning 21 and all that when parties were, my main priority. But I've not really ever had a problem with that, so it wasn't really hard for me to give up. But the social aspect of things the last time was pretty tough just because there's a lot of stuff that we do with our family in the summer.
Right.
And normally when we're together with our family, we're playing, drinking games or, just chilling and hanging out and, sipping on a beveragino.
And talking about that, we started this year on January 2nd. So it's been great ever since then.
One thing that we did do different this time, though, is we invited everyone within our Facebook group to kind of come along with us and do their own version of, a 75-day challenge. Because some people feel that 75 Hard is hard. And it's tough in a sense, but really it's just a mental game that you got to play with yourself on, can I overcome these obstacles? Can I overcome these things? So we wanted to first talk about what the 75 Hard tasks are for us.
Right.
And then I can give you examples on some of the ones within our Facebook group. But I think just having a community around us this time has really changed, just... It holds you more accountable.
Yeah. Accountability is definitely there, and it's more than it has been.
Right.
Because you kind of got a group watching you, you got a group with you, you got a group, that's, in there, the trenches with you. And, some people might have to start over, but that's totally okay. It's just realizing that you got to start over.
And it's much easier to start over again after you fail the first time. It's
Right.
much easier to be I can quit, I just restarted. No.
Yeah. We're kind of in the mindset now where we've had to start over in the past, last year when we did it, and we just don't want to do that again.
No.
So holding each other accountable, making sure that we do whatever it is that we need to do, which we're going to go over right now in those tasks. So currently we're on day 23. The challenge consists of 2 separate workouts that are 45 minutes. One needs to be a regular workout indoors, and then one needs to be an outdoor workout. And let me tell you, those outdoor workouts, boy.
Yeah. But then we also have 10 pages of reading, 1 gallon of water. We have following a diet, but we really just stay within our macros within the First Form app.
And no cheat meals, no alcohol.
No Chick-fil-A, no alcohol, and then you have your Power Critical list, which is a list of things you want to get accomplished that day, and your ultimate goal is to check off all those tasks that day. But we even took it another step further, and we added no eating out this time, and then also no energy drinks, because we added it up and we were spending about $65 a week on energy drinks.
A little bit too much.
Because I have an energy drink addiction, and I am here to admit it, but the first step is,
admit it. And I'm proud of you, babe.
Thank you. I found, right after we started, I'm not even going to lie, I feel like I should say this, right after we started, I bought 2 energy drinks. So I'm like, F it, babe. Like, these aren't the solid tasks that we have to follow. Like, these are just additional things that we have to follow for ourselves. And Aaron,
I was hot.
he was just so mad. Like, but I'm happy that he was mad. Like, he literally lectured me like he's my dad and like telling me, this is why we're not doing this. Like, this is why we dedicated ourselves to doing this. And he hid them. And until yesterday, I had no idea where they were hidden. And then when I figured out where they were hidden, like in my head when I was making supper yesterday, I'm like, it's just one, you know?
Did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
In my head, I was like,
And I haven't checked.
I was like, it's just one. Like, I know where they are. And it just tempted me. But, like, that's the devil, y'all. Because, like, when
You're stronger than that.
Yeah.
You're better than
and
that.
I am stronger than that. I mean, I don't know what you mean by better than that. Like, it's
I mean,
just
like, you don't need it.
I know
as
I
far
don't
as,
need it.
And I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to, you guys as well. Like, lean on the strength of God. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't lean on all these artificial things that you think is going to get you through.
That you think that you need.
Right.
Like, the amount of stuff in my daily habits that I thought that I needed that has changed this time around with 75 Hard. Like, this is by far the most changes I've made abruptly and, like, stuck with for the most significant period of time. And it's only 23 days.
23
like,
days.
And I'm proud to say that. I mean, we still got a significant portion
Time,
left.
We do.
But
being able to overcome the first week, right? It was the first couple days, and then it was the first week, and then you're like, oh, shit, it's been 2 weeks, and then you're like, all right, 20 days, okay, let's keep it going, let's keep it rolling, and time's gonna go by, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna continue to figure out how strong we truly can be without all the other things that we might think we need in our life, and it's been really good journey so far. I'm just looking forward to continue to go on it with you and just continue to get stronger.
I think the most the thing that I'm most impressed with thus far is the fact that last week when it was like -30 wind chill, and I was like, screw this, I do not want to go outside. Like, when I actually did go outside and when I layered up and I felt like a giant marshmallow that could barely move, I felt so much better mentally. Because all throughout the day when I'm, like, having these temptations and I want my energy drink or I just want to eat whatever I want to eat, like, in my head, Aaron told me this. He's like, always say, like, God give me strength, God give me strength.
Yep.
And I was saying that the other day when it was cold like that, but, like, it wasn't speaking to me. So I was like, you know what, shit, I got to get outside. And then once I did, like, I had hand warmers on my feet, like those little hand warmers, and then I had them in my gloves, too. And I shoveled the driveway, and I actually broke a sweat, and it felt good. Like, there's nothing that compares to being so cold and not wanting to go outside because, like, it's cold,
it's the worst.
Your joints hurt, your face hurts, your freaking eyelashes have icicles on them because it's cold outside.
Right, but you feel better.
You feel so
motivated.
much better.
I mean,
it is insane. Like, you can't even describe it. You feel so much more motivated when you go in the house to, like, get your shit together, get your house clean, get your work done. Like,
right, and it's just the feeling of completing something. For example, like, I had a college game Saturday, drove to Des Moines. As soon as I got to the hotel, went outside. Although it was -3 out, I just had to do it.
He said people were looking at him like he was crazy.
People were looking at me like I was about to just do something to them, and I'm just over there working out. And people just thought I was crazy, but I really didn't care. I mean, you got to be a little crazy about your goals. I mean,
you got to be a little crazy about the belief that you have in yourself to do this. Like, people say, oh, it's so hard, I can't do it. Well, first of all, you should never say can't, because you can do whatever you set your mind to. Like,
exactly.
I have a client that if anybody wasn't going to be able to do it, it would be her. And she's doing it, and she's killing it. Like, this woman has had a back surgery. She has a steel rod in her back, and she's still doing it. Like, if she can do it at the age that she's at, you can do it. Like, nothing makes me more upset. And I think that the reason a lot of people choose not to do it is because of the negative connotations associated behind it. Like, I follow, or one of my clients actually sent me a video of this girl saying all the reasons why you shouldn't do it. But, like, maybe you should think about all the reasons to why you should do it. Like,
instead of thinking of the negative, think of how it can help you in the positive ways that it can.
Yeah. How many genetic health issues do you have in your family? Like, I know mine, there's numerous heart issues. There's high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Like, all of those are associated with your health. And if I
Right.
just stay healthy.
Grab control of your life, though. All right? This is a great challenge for you to grab control of your life, grab control of your fitness, and just kind of keep you in the mindset that, okay, I'm always going to stay on track, right? And knocking these goals off the list, I just think it's a really great challenge to be able to go through. And it's a long enough challenge that you can't just, okay, I did it for a week and then it's over. No, this is actually going to make a transformation. And being 23 days in for the second time, I feel like it's even better this time that we're doing it. I feel like we're more strict for the reasons that we mentioned previously, but I'm just looking forward to see where we're going to be, 40 in day 40, and then when we're completing it, how we're going to actually feel about some of those things that we've been able to take away from our life to make ourselves better. Because at the end of the day, I mean, our kids are watching us as well. And it's important for us to not lean on things like that, but to lean into each other, lean on our own strength, lean on God's strength that He's given us. That's why I always say, Lord, give me strength, because He really does. And if you can lean on Him, I promise you, things will be better in your life. You won't be as stressed because you'll understand that, He's guiding you these steps. He's taking you down this path for a reason.
And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a drama queen sometimes. But when I first started this, like, in my head, I was in like such a bad mood at first because I was like, why did I agree to do all this stuff? Like, I have to get up 3:45 in the morning and get my butt to work so I can have my first client by 4:30, 4:40. Like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm exhausted, my baby's not sleeping. In my head, I'm running through all these different excuses, but like, what happens if you do it? Like,
Right.
What happens if you do it and you change the rest of your life?
Right.
Like, my mood has completely changed. Like, the ability to recognize, like, okay, this is my hormones fluctuating, or like, this is how I can fix these health issues that I mean, I don't have any health issues, but like, I've had hormone fluctuations just like any woman after you have a child. So like, how can I fix this through whole foods, or like, what whole foods can we feed our body to just feel better about ourselves? Like, we can truly tell that now because we have no other outside source affecting that. And when you dig down deep into your nutrition and realize all the things that you're consuming when you consume like fast food, and the amount of fast food that we were eating during the week was like probably not like extreme, but still.
But it was enough to
throw off our gut, throw off our finances,
exactly.
like.
And we didn't need to do that, so now we're cooking more, we're eating at home, we're making things from scratch. I mean, you're freaking making bread.
I know.
Sourdough bread.
I know.
Like,
love it.
I mean, think like we're doing things and we're loving it. And honestly, I mean, some of the motivation behind me staying motivated in 75 Hard personally was just, okay, now, I turned 30. Okay, so this is kind of an age for men where they can go left or right, as far as their body. Like, yeah, you've been out of college, you've been an athlete all your life, but, some people tend to fall off. And why is that? Maybe because they're less motivated than they were when they were in their playing days, or whatever the case may be. But I just don't want to see, my body go into that type of, distraught. I want to show my boys, like, hey, you can be in shape as long as you want to be in shape. And it's totally up to you and your decisions that you make. So I think it's been great been able to spend more time with them as well too.
Yes, yeah.
So
I mean, and the boys have loved it. Like, we usually go outside when Mal naps. With all these snow days, we were trying to go outside when he naps because it was just so cold. Like, I didn't really feel comfortable. We didn't really feel comfortable with taking him out. So Kai has got like that one-on-one attention and he's loved it. But the other day, Aaron had to ref and we went outside together, and just that time spent with them is so fun because Malachi's over here doing squats, and he just turned 1 in November. Like, he's over here doing squats, or we'll go in the basement and we'll do our workouts in the basement, and we'll turn on, our Christian rap music, and they both dance, or they'll get the microphones out and they'll sing.
That is another thing though, as far as like what we're feeding our minds as well that we didn't mention. Is just like the music and stuff that we're listening to, because what you listen to is very important for your mental health.
And I kind of demanded that. Like, after we did the last 75 Hard, I did the 30 Days of K-Love challenge. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever listened to K-Love radio, but it's just all Christian music. And they have a 30-day challenge where for 30 days, you literally, anytime you're in your car, that's all you listen to. Or when you're in your house, that's all you listen to. And we have kind of an old, what is it, a record player?
Yeah.
And like an AM, FM radio in this cool little dresser thing. And we didn't even realize that's what it was. But the last time we did 75 Hard, we found out that's what it was.
Right.
And so when we plug that in, it's usually on K-Love. And like, y'all, to hear Kai singing.
He knows like half these Christian songs.
Yes, to hear him singing all these Christian songs and like.
It's pretty nice.
Yes, it's so, like, what you put into your head is also going to affect how you're feeling with 75 Hard. Like, I personally, I don't like to listen to anything other than Christian rap podcasts that are personal development. Like, you're also supposed to only read 10 pages of a nonfiction personal development book.
Mhm.
Like, all of that contributes. So, like, we're either reading the Bible or, actually, we made one of our tasks to read the Bible every day.
Mhm.
But read the Bible, read your 10 pages, you know.
Mhm. And just
just-
get better in that way.
What you're putting in your head will literally affect your entire day, every single day.
Right.
When you wake up and the first thing you think is negative, there is nothing better than getting in your car and driving to work and cranking K-Love and like just listening to, like, just worshiping God.
Right.
That's my favorite thing to do in the mornings with this is
Right.
like just
It
immediately.
just keeps you sane, and
Yes.
it gives you a certain feeling that you know you can do this
Mhm.
and you got this. So yeah, guys, I mean, we're looking forward to continuing to share this with you.
Yeah.
This will be part 1 of
Yeah.
our 75
Part 1
hard.
of 75 Hard. We might do another one in a few weeks.
Yeah, we
depends.
just got to keep going a little bit.
We just want to be real and raw with you, because, like, no, it's not easy. Like, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat that I've been happy every single day. Like,
Right.
last night I was so tired I could have fallen asleep in the rocking chair, put Malachi to sleep. But I got up and I, like, put stuff away. Come to find out, Kai was up until Aaron got home.
It's how it be sometimes.
Yeah.
But you guys got this.
Yes.
You guys can definitely, if you want to join the challenge, you know, just reach out to
Yeah,
us.
join
You
our
can start-
Facebook group.
You can start whenever you want to start.
Whenever
it's up to
you feel it is best for you. Because I'll tell you guys, most people fail whatever health goal they set for themselves in the new year by week 2. And
Right.
we're in day 23.
Right.
And majority of the group is still, well, everyone in that group, as far as I know, is still doing it. There's been
Right.
people that have failed once. There's been people that have failed twice.
Yeah.
But they've restarted.
Right.
And that's the point,
Right.
to change your life.
Exactly. There's no rush, but it's definitely on your time,
Yeah.
and you have to be able to adjust to whatever it is that you want for your life.
Mhm.
So we appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yes, and we can't wait to be back with you next week.
Yes, and never forget,
You got
this.
this.